Welcome to the Self-Growth Nerds podcast. I'm your host, Marie, a courage coach, creative soul, and adventure seeker. Since through hiking the Pacific Crest Trail in 2019, I'm on a mission to help you embrace your most confident self so you can achieve your dreams too. If you're eager for deep conversations, big questions, and meaningful connections, join me on the quest to discovering how we can create a more magical and memorable life. Hello nerds, how are you? I'm pretty good. Today I want to talk about how to maintain momentum for long-term goals. Okay? I see many of you creative souls throwing yourself into projects and giving your 100%, and I should even say 120%. And then after a while, you're exhausted, and so you go from 0 to 100 back to 0, and you have these big energy peaks and energy valleys. I've been there. I know how it feels. It's like you open the tap to the maximum and the water flows out, and then you feel empty, and it takes so long to build that energy back up. So you go from tap open to the maximum to tap dripping. And it just feels like a drudge. Is that a word? Drudge. Feels really difficult to get back up. Okay? That's what I want to talk about. I want to ask you 3 questions because we want to identify why you go 120% in the first place. What's going on there that you feel the need to go all in a way that's not sustainable? So I have 3 questions for you that we are going to explore. Okay? Question number 1. When you do this, are you rushing in order to feel better? So what is it that you might be avoiding in the present? What is it that you don't want to experience or to feel in the moment that you think, if I get this done, if I do this project, then I'm going to feel better? Whenever you feel a sense of rush, it's a sign that one of your needs is not being met in the present. And you need to learn to take care of yourself in the present instead of believing that achieving something in the future is what's going to fix the need that's not being met right now. You might be doing this right now if you find yourself overpacking your schedule and doing too much. You might also be doing this if you realize that you're more focused on the result than you are on the process, and you're not really having a good time in the process. These might be 2 signs that you're rushing and that it's time to take a pause and to observe what's going on within yourself. Okay? So that's question number 1. Are you rushing to try and feel better? Question number 2. Are you shoulding yourself? And I'm going to explain what that means. Are you thinking things like, oh, I shouldn't be tired, or I should be able to run 5K by now, or I should have this amount of money saved up by now, or I should be able to do this, I should be done by Friday? Watch your thoughts and notice how you talk. Is there a lot of shoulds in your vocabulary? If there are, it's a sign that you're giving your power away to a set of rules that you have not consciously chosen. So these might be unspoken rules of your culture, your family, the society, and the systems that you live in, like capitalism. I should be more productive. I shouldn't take a nap. And shoulding yourself this way is kind of like whipping yourself. It's not sustainable. And in the long run, it's exhausting. So for now, just notice. Notice where you're shoulding yourself and start trying to question that and to pour some love into those areas where you have a tendency to follow some unspoken rules. All right? For now, we're just noticing. So question number 1 was, are you rushing to feel better? And question number 2 was, are you shoulding yourself? Or I should rephrase it as, where in your life are you shoulding yourself? Okay? And we're just noticing. Question number 3, are you in tune with your mind, body, and spirit? So I'm thinking of one of my clients who was like, oh, but I don't want to slow down. Like, I'm so enthusiastic. I love working hard. I love my project. I don't want to be a boring person. I'm all in. I love this. And yes, that's great. But you also have to give your body sleep. You also have to give your body fuel in the form of food. And I know how it feels. Like sometimes I feel like I'm just a creative mind and a creative soul, and I don't want to lose time by cooking food or going in the shower. I've got my creative projects, and that's all that matters to me. But that's not sustainable either. We're not just a mind. We're mind, body, and spirit. And if we neglect the needs of one of those 3, shit hits the fan. Resisting that truth is not sustainable. The author Shauna Niequist said that spiritual maturity is being able to consent to reality, instead of arguing for what you wish it was. Like, oh, I wish I didn't have to sleep and eat. Like, I just want to do this. No, that's not how it goes. You have to get to know yourself, get to know your cycles. If you're someone who needs a lot of sleep, then you've got to honor that. If you're someone who has seasonal depression, or someone who, like me, my hormones tend to hit really hard once a month. Well, I need to plan around that to take it in instead of fighting against what is. So again, just ask yourself and try to notice, are you neglecting your body or your mind or your spirit? That might be the reason why you crash. So that's it for now. This was a super short episode because I wanted to go into great details about the solutions and about my method to maintain momentum for long-term goals. But then I thought, oh my God, there is so much in there, and I want to be able to help them as individuals because everyone is different. So I had the idea to create a workshop around that topic because I see so many of you struggling with that. So today was just a little taster, 3 little questions to help you start thinking about what's going on. And then we're going to do a workshop where in the first hour, I'm going to teach you my method to maintain momentum for long-term goals that I've practiced. I've definitely practiced that on the PCT, on the Pacific Crest Trail, when I was through hiking for 6 months. But then I've mastered this method since I came back by doing this podcast, writing a book, and building my business. So I really look forward to teaching you in details. There's too much stuff for a podcast. And also, I want to see your faces. I want to be able to coach you guys. So the first part of the workshop is going to be about teaching the method. But then those of you who want will be able to get coached by me. And we're going to dig into where you get stuck, what's going on, and how you can start moving again in a way that feels good and that feels sustainable. Okay? So I don't know yet exactly when this is going to happen, but you can get on the wait list so that I notify you when I have the date and the time, and you can get your tickets. You can go to selfgrowthnerds.com/momentum. You'll be able to give me your email address, and as soon as I have more information, I'm going to let you know, and I cannot wait. All right, have a beautiful week, my friends, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. You just listened to the Self-Growth Nerds podcast. Make sure to subscribe and to find me on Instagram at Self-Growth Nerds. If you want individual help developing the confidence to create a more meaningful and exciting life, visit selfgrowthnerds.com today to learn how. Finally, I want to thank my friend Etienne Galano for editing this, and I want to thank you, kind-hearted souls, for growing into your truest, most courageous selves every day and making this world a better, more beautiful place. My name is Marie, and I will talk to you next week.